This is the world's largest Spirit Halloween. Located in New Jersey, you'll find the Flagship store filled with every animatronic they have to offer plus more. And this location opens before any other Spirit in the nation. To celebrate, they have horror-themed activities to get you in the Halloween spirit. Apparently, the Flagship opening has been a thing for a while, but I never heard of it until last year. So I knew I had to check it out this time and see what it's all about. This was posted back in April, telling people what to expect the day of the event. One of the things noted was no one was allowed to go until 7 a.m. Well, when I got there exactly at that time, it doesn't seem like that was followed too much. The line was already insanely long and took an hour in itself just for me to get my badge number, which ended up being well past the 1000s. I just waited in line for the past hour and thought I got here early until I saw my number, and it's 1188. So I have to wait for that many people to go in first before I can. But now that I had my number, I was able to look around outside. I seriously cannot believe how many people are here. This is insane. I didn't realize so many people love Halloween, but it's great to see because as a kid, I loved it so much, so I can understand the excitement. So right over here, they have Welcome to Carnival. Let's take a look in here. So you got this skeleton with a mustache. This skeleton's dressed as a clown. And then a bunch of posters of some of the animatronics. Look at this. The world's tallest man. That's like my normal height, but I usually have to crouch down because I'm just way too tall. Look at this. They got basketball here. Let's try it out. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna give up. I'm horrible. I like this over here. It's just Butterfingers. Apparently, it's the official candy of Spirit. You gotta play the game and see what number you get. Based on what number you get a prize. And I got 3, so I got this hat. I'm a walking sponsor for Butterfingers. They even got the sledgehammer. You gotta hit it as hard as you can. There it is. I want to do it, but they told me I'm just way too strong for it. I might break it, so I'm gonna listen to what they say. Look at this. They got candy darts. Let's see what I'll get with all 3. Well, that didn't work. And over on this side, they got match the colors. Oh, did I do it? Around this corner, they have this thing where your phone spins around, and I'm guessing it looks cool or something. I don't know. I'll try it out and see what it looks like. Now, usually the famous Halloween YouTuber, that Nate guy on YouTube, comes to these, but he didn't this year, so we're gonna have to go with the next best thing. Here I am with the other Nate guy on YouTube.
We're having a good time.
What number are you?
I'm number 81. I got lucky with 81.
I'm pretty close to that actually, at 1,188. Really close, yeah.
You'll be in there in no time.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Other Nate guy. So that Nate guy's not here, but his son is. But now it was time to line up for the official opening of this place. They're about to cut the ribbon. You can see everyone's gathered around like crazy. A lot of news companies came out to film, and you can even see me in the background. I also got a picture with the reporter Bob Kelly, because why not? But let's stop the wait and see the store open once and for all. Setting the ribbon up. They're going crazy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Number 1 right there. I don't know how he got it, but he did. Now, at this point, I couldn't go in right away because you had to wait until your number was called. And that took only 4 hours. Not bad at all, really. But let me tell you, those 4 hours felt like an eternity. Not only was it almost 100 degrees, but they started taking away all the games. So there really was nothing to do. Here you go. Someone's setting up their animatronic right now. No reason to even wait till you get home. Just do it right here. But after 4 long days, I mean hours, my number was called and I could finally check out the Spirit Halloween store of 2024. Let's see what they got. All right, here we are. I finally made it in the store. That definitely took a while, but I'm finally in here. Let's look around. Right in the front, you have Ghostface. I always like the look of this character, so this is a pretty cool animatronic. And then over on the other side, you have the Ringmaster. This guy is super tall. And the best part about this store is it has every animatronic Spirit Halloween has to offer. Because sometimes the store is too small or they don't get one, but in the Flagship, they have every one. As you walk through the tunnel, it just keeps going. There's so much more to see. Like this animatronic that I would say is definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite here. I'm gonna jump up there. I feel like most people would expect it just to jump up a little bit, but then when you see it go that high, it just comes out of nowhere and scares you. Now here's an interesting one. We got Dark Princess. Let's see what she does. Oh, there we go. She jumps up, but not as much as that guy. Now this guy I've seen a bunch. You're supposed to put your hand in the bowl and then he jumps up and scares you. Oh, over here, this is interesting. They have a wheel and you can actually spin it. What will I land on? Lucky you, you survived. Thank goodness I had to continue this video. As we continue along over here, you have Max Straw. I mean, he looks like just a standard animatronic. I feel like I've seen similar ones like this in Spirit Halloweens in the past. He's a creepy scarecrow. What more do you want? Now, if you thought that other animatronic was tall, take a look at this guy. His name is Giant Death ray, and man, is he up there. This may be the tallest animatronic Spirit's ever done. I've never seen anything this tall. And then that's what he looks like when he moves around. Now this section, I gotta say, is really unique. I've never seen Spirit do something like this, where it's you playing a carnival game. And in order to activate the animatronics, you don't step on something this time. You actually just press these, and it starts doing stuff. Honestly, this guy's just okay. All he does is stand there. And then over on this side, you have this animatronic, and you do the same thing. You press it, and he starts moving around. Definitely a lot better than that other one. Now, if you thought all of that was it, it's not even close, because there's a third and final section that's the biggest one yet. We got Cotton Candy Dan. Basically just an evil clown. He mixes around this cotton candy, but then there's a jump scare. Next to the clown, you have this really big spider, and this one looks pretty cool. Doesn't really do much, but it's creepy looking. Now, although I don't really care for the clowns that much, this one's pretty good. If you look on the floor here, it says, feel like you're being watched. I have motion tracking sensor technology. So basically, there's a thing in him that can track you around, and it actually follows you. So as you move, it moves with you. I gotta say, in recent time, I've made fun of Spirit a lot. So I felt like they were just getting repetitive, but there's been a lot of unique things this year that I think are pretty cool. Over on the other side, you have Bobby String. I really like the look of this one as well. It's almost like a Pinocchio thing where he's a puppet made out of wood, and you can see all the strings there and everything. Also, what's even scarier than this thing is how long the line is. It just loops around the whole place. Now here's two animatronics based off of a movie that I have not seen in so long. This is Corpse Bride, and of course these are the two main characters right here. You got Victor and Emily. Now the cool thing about these is that they actually kind of talk to each other, but the downside of that is if you only get one, it feels almost incomplete. Now here's a classic, the jumping spider. This thing's been around every single year. It jumps right at you. And the final one on this side is Barnaby the bear. He rocks back and forth on this ball to make it seem like he's balancing on it. I like the ones where they're just weird and out there. And the final thing to do in this year's theme is walk through the fun house. This is gonna be a little scary, but I'll push through. Here we go. They have this crazy light effect. It's basically like you're at the circus. I've noticed that a lot in recent time with Spirit. Back in the day, they used to have a mix of small and big animatronics, where now it mostly seems like all they focus on is the really big ones. You don't see a lot of the smaller ones anymore. Especially with my favorite things back in the day, the zombie babies were great because they were more affordable and smaller, but they barely make those anymore. And speaking of the zombie babies, here they are this year. They're just put on a shelf. They're hardly even animatronic anymore. And then of course you have all the costumes you can look at, which I'm sure most people that come to Spirit like, but I was always an animatronic fan. I would come in here and look at those all day and night. I didn't care about the costumes one bit. Now they did give everyone these 20% off coupons, but it's only good for today. And since I'm not buying anything, I'm just gonna put it somewhere, and whoever finds it can have it. Looks like a bunch of people put stuff in the bowl, so I'll do the same thing. I gotta say, I didn't know what this would be like going in, but I ended up having a pretty good time. And I have to say, thank you to all the fans that came up today. I appreciate all the kind things everyone had to say. You seem to really enjoy the videos, and that's all I can ask for. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I am now selling merch. Click the link in the description to get yours today.